What's up, guys? It's Stuck in Carbonite, and today I want to give you guys my spoiler-free review of Transformers 1. This movie was phenomenal. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I've let it marinate, for a little over a week now. I saw it opening night, and there was probably, I'd be lucky if there was 8 other people in that theater, if I remember correctly. Like, it was a dead theater for opening night. And I imagine there was a lot of kids and families that want to go see it Saturday, I'm hoping. But I was like, really? There's really not that many Transformers fans. So I was kind of bummed about that, but that did not take away from my experience. This film was absolutely amazing. If you are a Transformers fan or a casual Transformers fan, or you just remotely have interest in these characters or previous Transformers movies, you need to watch this, okay? The story is so well crafted. I think the writers are true fans, okay? Because the Bay films, they suffer from a lot of Hollywood isms, okay? And you pretty much know what that is, okay? And they also face a lot of rewrites and, the studio interference. And this film feels natural, you know what I mean? And I actually like a lot of the Bay films, so, sue me, whatever. I enjoy them for what they are. But with that being said, this is like a true to form Transformers movie. A lot of people have compared this to like the Spider-Verse of Spider-Man movies. This is like the Transformers Spider-Verse, okay? It is that good. Okay, it is literally a love letter to the fandom. And even though the lore between Orion Pax and D16 is different, I think people will get past it because the story is so well thought out and it's believable. You know what I mean? I think that the way that they showed it, the way that they portrayed it, and how we get to that point where, they break off from each other is beautiful. And the score from Brian Tyler, dude, absolutely amazing. If you watch Transformers Prime, you are familiar with his work and how amazing that music is in that show. The music in this movie is phenomenal. So that's another plus. And I know a lot of people weren't too crazy about the designs. I actually liked a lot of the designs because it was very G1 reminiscence, but slight little tweaks and differences here and there. But it didn't bother me too much because towards the end of the film, you kind of see like better versions of those characters, without me giving too much away. So yeah, it's really just a fun ride and you get to see a lot of familiar faces. I think the way that, like, there's some plot elements that they use to drive that wedge in between Pax and D16, right? And the storyline that they use to get to that point is absolutely genius, in my opinion, because it sets, like, the underlying story for the next movie, right? So I really hope we get a trilogy out of this, and I hope this movie performs well. So I know that, like, opening weekend, it didn't do as projected. So I'm hoping that this movie really picks up speed and gets a lot of money so they can make, 2 more of these. And I hope they're phenomenal. And I think they have a really great start here. This is a great movie, and it's a perfect, like, introduction to start off, like, a new series. So, like, if this keeps up with this, like, at the same pace, delivering the same emotional hits, like that level, we're going to get into some nitty gritty stuff, and I think that's awesome. So, whenever we, like, one thing that's beautiful about this movie is you see these characters the way they are before the war. And I think that's a very good, perspective to, that we actually get to see these characters and what they did before they were all warriors, fighting for their life, for their race. It's very interesting to see. And they also use that for a very compelling scene towards the end of the movie. And I think that's genius. You know what I mean? Like, it delivers a good message, not so much about the brotherhood that was broken, but there's a side story about that. You know what I mean? Like, basically, you have the power to change your world. Like, you have the power to fight for what is right. That is also an underlying theme of this movie, and you will see that. And I think that is it's just wonderful. And I think it's great for kids, for the adults. It is a great story for all ages. And the movie does have some dark moments. And you'll see other people in their reviews say it's like one of the darkest Transformers movies. I don't know if I would say that, because Dark of the Moon was pretty dark. But, well, and the 86 movie was pretty dark, like the first freaking 30 minutes. But like, this movie does have some dark moments, and they did some things that I was not expecting, you know, and that really, like, it hit me. Like, guys, I'm not like trying to make this seem a whole lot better than it was. This is literally how I feel about the movie. I was literally in tears whenever this one scene happened, right? And the music hit, like everything, like you felt for the characters. And what's awesome is you agree with the reasoning for both sides, for Optimus and Megatron. You know what I mean? And that says a lot whenever you can sympathize with the villain and the hero, right? You can see where both of them are coming from. You see their mindsets, and you see how they react to the information they receive, right? And that, to me, really elevates the story and brings it to another level where some of the other Transformers movies didn't really get to those story beats on an emotional level. You know what I mean? Like, this movie absolutely does that. And I think that's why Spider-Verse is so amazing, is not so much about the cool, you know, animation and the design. It was just a well-written story, and you feel for all of the characters. You know what I mean? Like the writers for this movie, kudos to you guys, because you knew what you were doing. You were cooking. That pen was on fire. And to me, that is where the magic happens, is in the writer's room. And then you get all these talented people to do the artwork and the storyboard and the direction. That's when you make the magic come to life, you know? So I really hope that more people go out and see this movie. Give it a chance. Like, ignore the trailers. Ignore anything you have seen, like, negatively portraying this movie, or negatively, you know, out. Any like IGN gave this a 5 out of 10, which I think is atrocious. Like, this is easily an 8 or 10 or higher, okay? 8 out of 10 or higher, okay? In my books. To me, I want to give it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 because I love it so much. But yeah, don't listen to IGN. Go watch this movie and have a blast, okay? Just really, like forget everything you have heard. Go watch the movie. Have a great time, regardless of what people say, okay? And if it's like not your cup of tea, that's fine. I understand. Because a lot of people want to see that Travis Knight, you know, battle over Cybertron, you know, in its entirety. And trust me, I do too, because I think that scene is beautiful and we need more of it. But a film like that would cost way more. So you also have to keep that into consideration. But anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that I have persuaded you in some form to go watch Transformers 1. I truly think you will have a great time, even if you are a casual Transformers fan. So, guys, I think that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I really want to do more videos, and you hear me say that on every freaking video. But, you know, things get in the way. Life gets in the way, or you have good ideas and they just kind of fly away, you know. But, yeah, go watch Transformers 1 and till all are one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay frosty.